Now, friends, imagine if you will, a place outside of time, a place that defies all known logic and reason, leaving you in a state of awe for reasons that you yourself don't fully understand. A place where stupidity is not only accepted, it thrives and is encouraged. That place, my friends, is the weirdo zone. Some travelers lose their way, and unfortunately, losing your way has led you to me, the Weird Weirdo. And as your host, I would like to actually welcome you to another installment of the Weirdo Zone, the place where we look at random stories on the internet and we talk about them. Now, in case you're wondering, no, I'm not funny. No, I'm not entertaining. I just do this because I can. America is great in its, some ways. Now, the first story I'd like to talk about, I wouldn't like to make this too formal, is the Cubs beat the Indians recently to actually win the World Series. And this is their first World Series win in about a century. I believe it's 102 years. And the only real reason I talk about this is because Bill Murray is a Cubs fan. And I love Bill Murray. I love any movie that Bill Murray has really been in. So the fact that he's happy makes me happy, as weird as that sounds, because I'm a very big Bill Murray fan. When I grow up, I want to kind of be like Bill Murray in a few ways, like that charismatic icon. But while I'm here now, I'm just like, no, I'm not charismatic enough for that. So, I wanted to get into another story. This is the real one. The Bill Murray thing was just a shout out because he's worth it. He deserves it. So, these cities are the least likely to survive a zombie apocalypse. So basically, I got this from the Huffington Post, which is where I get most of my stories. And they were talking about cities, obviously, that are least likely to survive a zombie apocalypse due to in no part due to the fucking movies that we keep making. Every year it seems like 20 new zombie movies come out. And like half of them are in theaters made by big production companies, and then the other half is indie. And a lot of the time, weirdly enough, per the show, the indies are better, honestly. The last real zombie movie that I really liked was Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 version. That was the last one that I actually enjoyed. Other than that, I really haven't blocked any zombie movies, except for maybe Day of the Dead. I think that was in 2005. But I didn't like that as much as Dawn of the Dead. It was Dawn of the Dead, pretty much. So, these were the top 10. These were the top 10. Actually, I'll start with the worst 10. The absolute worst 10. So at number 53, it's the place where I live, New York, which is no surprise because a lot of us are a bunch of selfish fucks. We help each other out from time to time, but really though, I mean, we're not gonna survive. We're not gonna survive. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Some stupid fucks are gonna get the idea, oh, let's go into the fucking subway. And they're gonna get fucking ran on by zombies, and they're gonna run a train on them, just eating their guts, like taking turns. So, we're not gonna live, honestly. Because we're not made for it. Oh, God, I might be dying. But this is not made for it. Honestly, it's not made for it. It's really not. The only way we'd probably live is in the river, like in on the water. We need boats, because the city would just be taken over like that. But I digress. Moving on is Tampa, Florida. I believe Florida was just fucking die. So, That's fine. Florida's its own planet in its own place. It's its own universe. You know, Florida is not like the rest of us. It is a weird place of untold potential and magnitude. There is hidden power in Florida, and I do not have the expertise to actually go and get it and discover this hidden power. Like, no. So I believe that, but I wouldn't put it past them. Next at 51 is Los Angeles. 50 is Riverside. 49 is Miami, Florida. No, the strippers are not going to help stop the zombies, so I believe that. 48 is Atlanta, Georgia. 47 is Buffalo, New York. 46, Tucson, Arizona. 45, Chicago. I don't believe that, honestly. I don't believe Chicago should be at number 45. I don't believe that. Because everybody in Chicago is going to shoot people. It's just they're gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot. What was that line? I be jumping over cars while I shoot. That's all they're gonna do. Any zombies come up, they shoot them in the head because everybody pretty much has a gun. Last I heard from the meme pages that I look at, all the Chicago memes, everybody has a gun. They're going to be fine. I don't believe that for a second. Chicago, Illinois. No, definitely not. Definitely not. They're probably number one. Everybody's just gonna have an assault rifle. Even the baby in the crib, there's gonna be an assault rifle. Come on, that's fake. That's fake. But I digress. The next is Detroit at 44. I mean, honestly, who's gonna be worried about Detroit? Are the zombies really gonna go to Detroit? What's honestly left in Detroit to destroy? Really, and mind you, I know zombies don't destroy anything really, but is there really anything left? Like, just the zombies will probably say, all right, they've suffered enough. Let's move on. They've suffered enough. There's nothing left to make them suffer for. There's nothing left. You know, the zombies probably don't want lead poisoning and all that shit, and chalk dust poisoning from all the fucked up public schools. They really do. The schools should be fixed. But anyway, so moving into the top 10. I might be dying. Let me take a sip of water real quick. I apologize. Oh yeah. So in the top 10, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Honestly, they probably would, cause number one, it's fucking cold. It's fucking cold. And number two, it's really fucking cold. And number three, nobody goes to Minnesota because it is fucking cold. So those are the three reasons why no one's going to fucking Minnesota. They'll be fine. Of course, they're in the top 10. Number 9 is Hartford, Connecticut. No, 8 is Virginia Beach, Virginia. Honestly, I don't know much about Virginia. I just know from like my history class with slavery. It's kind of terrible. I probably should, but still. Anyway, number 7 is Denver, Colorado. Honestly, I believe that because they can just go into the fucking mountains and live like hermits for the rest of their lives, smoking their weed and fucking their women. That's fine. Honestly, let RVD and all the rest of them, let them chill up there. 6, Seattle, Washington. 5, San Diego, California. Is it because of all the cosplayers at San Diego Comic-Con? Are they all just gonna actually get the powers that they're playing from the characters that they're playing? Is that what's gonna happen? Because if that happened, that'd be fucking awesome. But otherwise, I don't really see. I just know it's kind of warm, San Diego at times, so I'm not too sure. I'll have to see how that goes. 4 is Baltimore, Maryland. Honestly, I believe that too, because Baltimore Baltimore, the gangs would actually just kill all the zombies. It's really not going to be a fight. They're just going to kill all the zombies. You know, all the various gangs in Baltimore are going to come together for a worthy cause. It'll finally unite us as a people. Number 2, Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, I don't think the zombies want to go anywhere racist. I really believe they'll be fine. Plus, they have the swamps, or is that Mississippi? I don't know, but you know, they got the swamps and the racism. Obviously, not everybody, but just enough so that the zombies don't want to go there. You know, like in New York, some of us are racist, but more people are just assholes. And that's like, I'd rather eat an asshole than a racist. You know, if we had more racist people in New York, we'd probably be higher on the list. But I digress. So number 1, some fucking how in some way, Boston, Massachusetts. Is John Cena gonna kill all the zombies? I'm just curious. The Boston Celtics gonna fucking throw passes at everybody to stop the zombies? I don't know how that is the truth. I don't really okay. But I mean, hey man, it's their list. It's their list. If they want to have Boston at number 1, it'd be fucking hilarious if everybody had John Cena. If John Cena was just going around fucking up all the zombies all on his own, and everybody else was just like, oh yeah, look at John Cena go. I guess we can go back to work. And they just go to work and all that shit, and John Cena just takes care of all the problems in the city, the whole zombie problem. That'd be fucking awesome. Next story. Next topic. NBA star Meta World Peace. Is he really a star? Couldn't have been NBA player. Mind you, I believe he's a 2-time champion with the Lakers, because I watched those finals. But is he really a star at this point? I mean, he didn't say superstar, so I guess. Whatever. Anyway, NBA star Meta World Peace claims Ghost touched him inappropriately. In his words, the ghosts were all over me. Alright, so yeah, he claims Ghost touched him inappropriately. So supposedly the Lakers were in Oklahoma City. Yes, he is still playing. He's in Oklahoma City to play the Thunder last Saturday. So I believe this was the fifth. Yeah. On Saturdays, it's the 5th. Yes. No shit. I'm sorry. This is from Halloween. This is an old one, but I just took it because it fucking made me laugh. That's the only reason. Anyway, they stayed at the Skirvin Hilton, which is a hotel that is said to be haunted. Mind you, I somewhat believe in spirits because there's just some shit you can't explain. But why would they be haunting him? Why him of all people? Isn't there someone more interesting? Whatever. Anyway, the supernatural speculation is so strong that Lakers player Lou Williams and forward Larry Nance Jr. booked rooms at another hotel rather than deal with any possible sightings. Oh boy. How'd you do? The ghosts were all over me, Meta World Peace said. I just accepted it. I'm fucking dying. I'm done. I'm finished. I just accepted it. Oh, like I can imagine that fucking ghost, that pottery ghost, fucking just touching all over him, and he just said, if it happens, it happens. Just let it happen. Oh God. They touched me all over the place. I'm talking I'm taking one of those ghosts to court for touching me in the wrong places. Oh boy. Oh God. Then he explained why he didn't run away. This is really what he said. I was watching a good I was watching a good movie and I was tired. I didn't want to move. Oh God. He said he was watching Money Monster. Oh God. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Wow. Honestly, I can accept that reason, because if you tired and you don't want to move, you're just like, yo, come on, man. All right, just keep touching me, but let me watch the movie. So I totally get it. I totally get it. Honestly, I do. I totally get it. So I can't fault him at all for that. I can't fault him at all. Now, this story is actually pretty interesting. This is actually very, very interesting. You know, woman farts during surgery, setting fire to laser in operating room. Honestly, if that doesn't fucking get you wondering and make you imagine, like, how could a fart just set fire to the laser? Holy shit, that's amazing. So, a woman who went into a Tokyo hospital, yes, I believe this happened in Tokyo. Honestly, it's all the fucking anime that we fucking watch. I'm like, I mean, hey man, all the shit they do, it's gotta come from somewhere. I was watching me some JoJo Stardust Crusaders today. I'm like, yo, this shit is banging. So I'm like, hey man, a fucking farting because of lasers and heat is more believable than someone having a stand. Like, it was a stand that fucking touched Meta World Peace. I'm like, I believe the laser over the stand. Anyway, so she needed to be treated for burns after one of her farts apparently started a fire in the operating room. The fire happened April 15th at the Tokyo Medical University Hospital when a doctor was using a laser on the cervix of a woman in her 30s. Oh boy. Anyway, the resulting fire burned most of the patient's body, waist, and legs. Oh boy. That's terrible. No, legit, that's terrible. But according to a report about the incident, no flammable materials were in the operation room during the surgery, and that equipment was functioning normally. That is very weird. So what they say is, according to the report, when the patient's intestinal gas leaked into the space of the operation room, it ignited with the irradiation of the laser, and the burning spread, eventually reaching the surgical drape and causing the fire. Okay. Alright. However, to one LA-based surgeon, a Dr. Michael Zada, there's something about the story that doesn't quite pass a test, apparently. He says, I perform a lot of colorectal and anal surgeries, and this has never happened. It would take more than the usual amount of methane in the colon to cause such severe injury. Zeda said that the methane gas that is released during a fart could be ignited when heat sources such as laser and electrocoagulation are used in the vicinity. Still, he's skeptical. I mean, honestly, just because it's never happened to you doesn't mean it can't happen. Mind you, that is skeptical. However, it can happen. I'm pretty sure, it can freaking happen. If the freaking Warriors can lose a 3-1 lead and the Indians can lose a 3-1 lead, I'm pretty sure a laser could possibly function. It could possibly happen, honestly. Mind you, there are better examples, but if you want to fucking think about them, then think about them to yourself. Fuck you for fucking saying, oh, you use faggot examples. Don't fucking judge me. I already get enough shit from people. So, I don't really like, mind you, I do that sometimes. I'm just like, dude, that couldn't have fucking happened. That's never happened to me. But everybody has different experiences, especially when it comes to technology. Because every piece of technology that is designed to work uniform, as in you do the same function for everything, however, they are not all used the same way, at least not on the same settings, not in the same atmosphere. You get what I'm saying. Too many factors. So, yeah. So the next story is squirrel injures several people in an angry rampage at Florida Senior Center. I was dead ass when I said Florida is like on another planet. It is its own place. Florida is not of Earth. It is its own dimension. It's too much weird shit happens in Florida. Mind you, a lot of shit happens in New York too, but I mean, what are you gonna do? We're assholes, so it kind of it kind of evens out. So Florida's the sunshine state, and fucking New York is just I guess I'll just die. That's pretty much it. Well, something bad happens, well, fuck it, I guess. So that's why I say that Florida is a totally other dimension. It is not, definitely not fucking part of this place. Definitely not. Anyway, a squirrel went wild in a Florida senior center on Thursday afternoon, injuring 3 people and prompting an unusual 911 call. Honestly, I gotta give him credit because I don't fuck with squirrels. I don't. I make it a thing to not fuck with squirrels, because I've seen those fucking squirrels that are in the woods or forest, and they come down, and those flying squirrels, they jump out of trees and they fucking glide, and they bite you in the fucking jugular, and they bite you in your neck, and then they fucking just let you bleed out. It's fucking terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking terrifying. That's why I don't fuck with squirrels. So this squirrel, they probably fucked with the squirrel. They possibly could have fucked with the squirrel. And he finally said, yo, I'm done with this shit, you faggots. I'm taking you all out. Taking you all with me. Yeah. Oh my. So they said, it's jumping on people and biting them and scratching them. We need help. Legitimately. It's a legit problem. It's a legit problem. Oh god. The creature began its attack on people outside. It latched onto one person, then was thrown into the vicinity, where it continued its rampage. Oh my gosh. Several voices could be heard in the background as the caller tried to ask the 911 dispatcher for help. I feel lightheaded. I don't feel good, someone said. They got people. It's still in there. Oh. Oh god. This is a retirement home, mind you, so there's a bunch of fucking old people and just a bunch of fucking AIDS. It's still in there and people are bleeding, she said. Oh gosh. Well, nobody fucking got hurt. They went to the hospital and no one is seriously injured. And this is the chilling part right here. It's not known what happened to the squirrel. People of Florida, just understand your lives are still in danger. The fucking squirrel is still on the loose. And the worst part is, he looks just like every other fucking squirrel. So if you see any squirrels, just stay out of their way. If they come up to you, give them the wallet, give them everything. Just give them whatever you have. Okay? Don't even risk it. He is still out there, people. Okay? He is still out there. Don't fuck with this. Don't fuck around. I'm being completely serious. Be careful. Protect yourselves. Okay? Protect yourselves. Make sure to have a supply of acorns on you at all times that you can use to actually distract them. And then you run like hell. You fucking run like hell. Legitimately. Now, the last story that I actually have to talk about today, thank God for any of you people that actually clicked on this, I'm sure. Attorney who claims he choked on Popeye's fried chicken drops the suit. In his words, it really happened. I almost choked to death. Oh boy. So, attorney Paul M. Newton Jr. has said that he is dropping his suit against the popular fast food chain after receiving extreme comments directed to me and my family. So he probably just said, all right, this is not worth it anymore. You know, people probably telling me to kill myself, to get raped. I hope you get raped. I can only imagine, because I see it all the time. I just scroll down in comments. I hope you get raped, you fucking pansy. Go somewhere, you fucking Jew, or some shit like that. People are assholes. Like, people online are assholes, but that's where I go. That's where I go to see it. You can't see that shit in real life. You honestly can't see that shit in real life. So I'm like, you gotta go there. Mind you, I don't want it to happen, but it's entertainment. That's all it is. That is all it is. Honestly. And the place where he fucked up is, I'll just read you the story, basically. So, in the lawsuit, I'm sorry. This is it. A Mississippi attorney. And mind you, he's from Mississippi. You know, Mississippi, Louisiana. I don't know if they got beef. So, I'm just keep going. A Mississippi attorney is suing Popeyes after he says he nearly choked to death on a piece of fried chicken because he had to eat it with his hands. What a fucking pussy. Oh my god. Oh, because you had to eat it with your hands. Who eats fucking fried chicken without their hands? Like Popeye's fried chicken. Honestly. Like, and he said, and mind you, chicken strips don't really count. Chicken strips isn't really like fried chicken. That's not what I count as fried chicken so much, because chicken strips are easy to eat. Honestly, most people eat it with their hands, but if you don't, fuck it, whatever. So he states that he ordered 2 chicken breasts, red beans and rice, a biscuit, and a soft drink through the Gulfport drive-through window in November 2015. But it only came with a spork. The lack of a knife for the chicken forced him to take matters into his own hands and tear off pieces thereof with his teeth, according to a copy of the complaint. Oh my gosh. That manner of eating, basically him eating, allegedly caused him to start choking on a bite of his food. It ultimately resulted in Newton undergoing emergency surgery at Gulfport's Memorial Hospital to remove the chicken from his throat. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mind you, he's suing for medical expenses, pain and suffering, punitive damages as well as a jury trial. He also wants future customers to receive plastic knives with their meals so they can cut the chicken breast into appropriate portions. Mind you, that last part isn't really bad. That last part isn't so bad, maybe. I can't really see anything wrong with it. I mean, you can just give plastic knives. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. But legitimately, like, no one really eats it with utensils. Nobody really eats Popeye's chicken with utensils. I mean, mind you, probably ate it too fast or he ate too much. Because if you're ripping off pieces, because you're old, he's an old man. Like he's very, very, he's like older. very, very much older. You know, this guy is seasoned. He's an attorney, for God's sake. He must be old. So if you don't know how to eat chicken at this point, what have you been doing? You don't go to Popeyes for your first fried chicken experience. You don't do that shit. You get it homemade. You get it homemade, man. I mean, you should slow down. You slow down. Honestly, I've almost choked dozens of times. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be the time. This is gonna be the one where I get it, where I die. The chicken is too dry. And, you know, I've made it through every one of those times. But you gotta fucking apply. You gotta limit yourself. You know, you gotta limit yourself. You gotta slow down. And you gotta just go with the waves. Go with the motions. Take off a little bit at a time. No one is making you eat too big a piece of chicken. Honestly, you should know how much food your throat can take. You should know what your throat game is by now. Honestly, you should. You really should. I mean, mind you, if you want to get people plastic knives, get people plastic knives, whatever. But it's in Mississippi. Like, how much fried chicken is down there? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fried chicken down in the South, in Mississippi at least. I mean, jeez, man. I mean, honestly, it's very unfortunate that happened, that he had to have surgery. But just be careful. Every time I've choked on something, it's my fault because I didn't slow down and eat. You know, it's dry, and I know it's fucking dry, and I still eat it anyway, and it's not going down like it should. Those are my faults. It's my fault. Mind you, the other place where he fucked up is, the main place where he fucked up is, it's because he said it's fried chicken. If you go to Popeyes and you want to sue for choking, always say you choked on that biscuit. Always say you choked on that biscuit. Because if he said he choked on that biscuit, he would definitely be in court right now. He'd have definitely got a trial. Because people have been like, well, fuck, you know what? Those biscuits fuck people up, man. I'm not gonna lie, they fuck people up. So he definitely would have actually made it if that was the case. But he said the chicken. He should have said the biscuit. That's long story short. He should have said the biscuit. But hey, 'cause those biscuits will fuck you up. If you want to make somebody suffer, feed them only Popeyes biscuits and make it so they can't actually, you know, rip off pieces of the biscuit. And you pretty much got them. That's fucking hell right there, because they might die. You give somebody 25 Popeyes biscuits to eat with no drink and no jelly, they will probably fucking hate you. They'll probably fucking hate you as they're choking. They will curse you in their name, in the name of whatever god they fucking worship. They will fucking curse you. So, to anybody going to Popeyes, and in New York, a lot of people go to Popeyes. Be careful, and if you're gonna sue for the biscuit. Don't sue for the chicken. Just don't do it. You're not gonna win. Anyway, that's all I got for this week. I'm pretty sure everybody's saying, thank God this fucking idiot is done. I know, and I understand why you would feel that way. I appreciate you for sticking it out. You know, you're sticking out the long run. Anyway, I digress. It's been the Weird Weirdo here. And that's it for the week. Peace. As you can tell, I kind of don't always know how to end episodes.